Okay, welcome back guys. So today we're talking about matchmaking.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Okay, so matchmaking. So there's been a status update from the devs about matchmaking. Matchmaking is a pretty hot topic at the moment. Let's see why. Okay, so this is me queuing up as a survivor, so I think to start off with I need to explain about matchmaking. This is my understanding of how it works at the moment. So we get complaints. I had someone comment the other day saying matchmaking needs fixing, why aren't we talking about that? So let's talk about it. So at the minute, how matchmaking's been working. So I'm queued up as a survivor, as you can see on there, I'm rank 8. So what is happening? So I've pressed the ready up button, so at the minute we're in the green part. So the servers should be looking, the matchmaking at the minute should be looking for people around my rank. So logically you'd think, right, so it's looking for rank 8 killer and other survivors in the same rank. Now it will then move up, so I've been waiting a while, it'll then spread that circle a bit wider, so it'll then be looking at different ranks. So it's like, okay, let's have a look. We can't find the same ranks. Let's have a look at different ranks. So then it'll be moving up the ranking. And then you'll finally have your final matchmaking. That could be, I'm a level 8, I might have a level 20 killer. That might be the only killer that's available at the moment. So when people complain about the ranks, it's always worth remembering that the whole point is, it is to delay queue times. Things that you need to consider when you're waiting for a match. Survivor friends. If you have a survivor friends team, if you're playing as a killer, you might have to wait a little bit longer, but you might have a random survivor friends team. One person might be red rank, one person might be yellow. The amount of players online, how many players are playing at the moment, so that's going to take that into effect, and the killer survivor ratios. So guaranteed when you start the game, when there's a new killer out, survivor games really quick to get into, killer games take ages because everybody's trying out a new killer or a new survivor, vice versa, however you want to look at it. So all these things are taken into account. So when people are complaining about matchmaking, my own personal opinion, I would much rather get into a game quicker. Forget about the ranks, I might get whooped by a red rank killer, but at least I'm playing the games more consistently. Whereas some people are really unhappy about it, and I get that. If you're a rank 20, you're just starting out and you end up playing a red rank killer, you're not really getting that learning curve. So you are pretty much getting thrown at the deep end. So we're still sat waiting now at the minute for a game to load up. So that just shows you, at the minute, at the time I'm playing this game, there is a longer wait for survivors than there is for killers, which is quite unusual, but I do only mainly play a killer, so survivor games taking a while. Eventually it will get me into a game, so it's already cast its net wide, so I've got some survivors there, and the levels 7, 16, 4, so a bit like a rainbow. So that's how it's worked out on this game. So I've just pressed ready for it as a killer. This is on the same night. So I'm waiting and it's straight in there. So clearly there's a lot more survivors playing at the moment and it's getting me straight in as a killer. Again, if we look at that, I know this was a survivor friends team. So if you look, that's why there's a bit of discrepancy. Let's take a look then and see what changes are actually coming in. So this was updated yesterday. So they've enabled the first phase of the new matchmaking systems for all regions on Xbox One. So they've been running smaller tests on the systems. The results have been encouraging. The rollout on all Xbox One region is in the next step in testing on a wider audience. If all goes well, they're planning on rolling this features for all the platforms in a couple of weeks. So the next phase is going to go live during the upcoming mid-chapter update. So they're no longer allowing killers to switch a character while searching for a match or once in a lobby. This will allow the new matchmaking system to track player skills with each killer individually and match them against more appropriately skilled opponents based on the killer selection. It is a bit of a bummer, this not being able to change killers, because sometimes I do change killers depending on who I see in front of me. So if I see 4 survivors loading at the same time, if I see they've got flashlights, I'll maybe pick a killer that I think will cope better against that, but that's not going to be allowed anyway. So this is going to allow the match system to track player skills. So to put it simply, if you're great with the Oni but you struggle with an nurse, you will be playing against stronger survivors when you play the Oni than you do with a nurse. So pretty straightforward from that point of view. So what does it mean? So what they're saying is that the biggest thing you're going to see is a greater variation of ranks in a single match. You're seeing that now. So, you know, I've put examples at the beginning of people complaining about matchmaking. It's still happening now, but like they're saying, it's possible. Don't panic when you see it, because they're saying that a rank is not a true indicator of a player's skills and no longer used for matchmaking. Do you agree with that? Drop a comment below. Is rank a true indicator of a player's skill? Additionally, the system comes with a revamped algorithm for matchmaking as a whole. So this is going to improve wait times for finding matches, and we will continue to tweak as part of the system to improve them further. So why are they replacing the ranks? Ranks are not a great way of figuring out how a good player is at a game. I agree with that. It primarily focuses on how often you play. So you do see people saying they're boosted. Maybe I'm a boosted killer, maybe I'm a boosted survivor. Am I really skilled? I don't know. That's what the system will work out. So based on the matchmaking studies, there are a great deal of low rank players who can easily play just as well as high rank players, but they don't play enough games in the months to increase their rank before the reset on the 13th. So vice versa, there are rank 1 to 5 players who perform at levels more typically of lower ranks, but they play so many games that their rank is higher than expected. So this results in unpredictable games. Alright, so how are the ratings better? So the new rating system is focused on measuring a player's skill and predicting how they will perform against a given opponent. This way we can build matches that are more objectively fair for everyone in the game. So they've analysed a number of games on there. They're saying it's been proved pretty accurate. So that is how they're saying the rating's going to be better. So there's still going to be ranks on there. So we're still going to have people going on, how is this possible? Why am I ranked 20 and I'm playing a red rank killer? Depends how good you are. So matchmaking has been and continues to be one of the hottest topics we hear about. Yes, we know, we hear that as well. To get this implemented as quickly as possible, they've had to leave a rank system in. So you're still going to see your ranks, but it's not going to really make any difference. What it is going to make a difference is people are still going to look and go, why am I rank 1 playing a rank 6 or rank 16 or whatever? So that's still going to be shown on there. However, you've got to ignore it. That's what they're saying. Ignore it. Rank doesn't mean nothing. So what do I think about these changes? So for me personally, I like the fact, so for instance, if I go a killer that I'm not used to playing, so this week I went against Deathslinger, ended up playing red rank team, and they flexed on me. They basically tore me a new one. So I didn't get an opportunity to keep practicing with that killer. So it would be nice to practice that killer in a less competitive environment and learn how to play him, learn how to shoot, learn his mechanics, learn how best to play with him. So for me, I think it's a great idea. The downside to it is when I moved from console to PC, so I was a red rank on console, I moved to PC, I was rank 20. I worked my way up, I think I'm purple rank now. So I worked my way up, however, I still had the knowledge there. I still knew how to play the game. I still knew when to stop chasing, when to hook, when to slug, when to put gem pressure, where to go, things like that. So I've still got that knowledge through all the hours that I've played the game with. So that's still got to be taken into account, and whether it will be taken into account, I don't know. So if I'm a rank 8 for example, and I'm just trying to nurse, so if I'll show you my killers list now, I'll show you my killers list so you can see which killers I haven't really played yet on PC. I have played them on console, but I just haven't bothered on PC yet. So if I go rank 1 nurse, I still know the basic dynamics of how to play the game to a good standard, I'd say. So if it puts me up against a much lower ranked player, will that be fair? That's what we have to wait and see. And as we know, things are going to go wrong. We're not saying it's going to be perfect straight away, or the devs aren't saying it's going to be perfect straight away. So they're working on it, they keep an eye on them forums, and they are going to be tracking it. So it'll be interesting to see, but I would love to hear your comments on it and let me know what you think. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, give it a quick like. As I say, drop me a comment, let me know what you think on the changes. And if you haven't already done so, guys, if you press that subscribe button, press the notifications, and that'll keep you updated of any new videos I release on my channel. Alright, thanks guys.